Hello, I'm Michael Alexander, Vice President with Dubli, and we're going to share some exciting information relative to our compensation structure. We actually have two compensation plans, and we have a back end, which you won't find in any of the direct sales companies, based on customers who do what they're going to do anyway with the same brands they buy from every day. Nothing changes, but now as a Dubli member, they earn the highest and best cashback offered in the world. And if you're involved in the business, you can earn 25% of their cashback savings, the commissionable value of their cashback savings. Now, this is a significant amount of money, and it's so easy to really introduce the Dubli business to people because these are people that are already spending money for travel, for shopping, for entertainment, for insurance, for finance, for utilities, for telecom, and everything else that's e-connected. And to be able to earn every single month is 25%, but it doesn't stop there. You actually earn 25% to infinity because customers can't help themselves. They start bragging to all their friends and family about all the money they're saving because they're Dubli members. And so they refer people. We actually pay VIP customers $20 referral fee for referring another VIP customer, so naturally they're going to refer. And you get paid this 25% on all your customers' referrals, their referrals to infinity. Now, this is part of the existing compensation plan today, but you can also build a team and earn between 5 and 27.5% by building a team and earning on their customers as well, the cashback savings of their customers. And of course, Dubli has a third way of making money, which is a very powerful way. We've been bringing in so many major partner programs because companies today, no matter how small, how big, they understand that the game they need to be in is e-commerce. Dubli has created the absolute best e-commerce platform and strategy, and we allow them, we actually put their brand, their face on our global marketplace because we're worldwide, so that they can give unlimited VIP memberships, a gift that keeps on giving. So if you're interested in that side of the business, you can obviously earn significant money off of the customer bases of very large organizations and companies as well, whether it's nonprofit or for-profit companies. Now, in addition to that 5 to 27.5%, we also can earn generational commissions as well as your business develops and matures. Now, I won't go into a detailed explanation of this side of the compensation plan today because most of you have probably already seen it. If you haven't, you have access to it in your back office. This is the compensation plan which has created such an incredible foundation, a very stable, long-term viable model for Dubli. We call it our back end because our incomes are being generated from real customers. Not reps who were buying products, but rather customers who were buying retail products, goods, and services from all the biggest, best, and most popular brands in the world, and they're enjoying that experience because they're getting rebated back the highest and best cash back. You can start enjoying that experience as well, not only as a customer, but there's also a business opportunity. But what I want to do now is talk about the new enhanced overlay, because Dubli actually has two compensation plan structures. And we have created, obviously, a lot of excitement since we announced this just recently. And of course, one of the reasons is because this type of compensation plan that I'm going to share with you right now in the world today accounts for over 85% of the biggest incomes being generated in the industry, with what's referred to as a dual team or a binary hybrid compensation plan. Now, I'm going to explain it in a little more detail. We're going to take some time as we go through this, but let me tell you up front, one of the exciting things that everyone's talking about is traditionally most people are used to seeing companies pay only 10 to 12% on the weaker volume of a dual team or binary comp plan. As you're going to see in just a moment, we're paying double that. And also, when it comes to the matching bonuses on the leadership in your business, as you develop a team, we're not simply paying levels, which is what most companies pay, which is obviously a finite number of levels. We're actually paying through generations of leaders in your business. And as you develop and rank advance, those generations are rank advancing as well. Now, I'm going to get into some detail here in just a moment so that all of this makes sense for you. But to begin with, a dual team very simply looks like this. If this were you, you would introduce the business opportunity, the Dubli business opportunity, to your first person. And this first person would generate for you what we call a fast start bonus. Now that fast start bonus pays you 10%. Now there's two ways to get started in Dubli. You can start as a team member, as a business associate, for $594. Now the way that breaks down is $495 plus $99, which is a one-time global business license. Now this $99 is, as I said, one time. It's going to cover all your websites, back offices, your training, your support, your internet marketing systems. It covers everything, and it's just a one-time cost. The $495 is a choice of either 5 one-year VIP memberships at $99 each, therefore 5 times 99 is $495, or you can choose for $495 50 of the 1-month trial VIP memberships if you want to give a lot of those out. Now, the second way to get started in the business is $24.75. Now, this way of getting started, we call this our PPA package. Now, PPA stands for Partner Program Accelerator. You see, many people are recognizing what an incredible, what a powerful, and what a lucrative business opportunity there is with Dubli, and they want to offer our private label partner program to the decision makers of companies large and small and nonprofit organizations. And in order to be able to do that, you must go through our training and certification. We don't want anyone out there misrepresenting the Dubli business opportunity or the Dubli model as it relates to the private label partner program. So for $24.95, it covers that, gets you off on the right foot, a fast start. It also gives you additional one-year VIP memberships. It actually gives you 15 of the one-year VIP memberships, as well as 100 of the 1-month trial VIP memberships. So there's incredible value there. In fact, if you were to utilize everything that you receive in the PPA package, you could actually see a return of roughly $5,000, which is obviously just a beginning, because you'll earn much more as your partner programs begin to bring in their database of many customers, whether it's thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, or even millions of customers. And again, we can override those customers from, as I shared with you earlier, from 5 to 27.5%. Although as of November 1st, when the new compensation plan goes into effect, it's 10% up to 27.5% that you can earn on all the customer spending of all your partner programs, as well as all the customers, personal customers of everyone that you introduce to the Dubli business opportunity. So again, if you bring someone into the business, they're going to choose one or the other package, but you're going to receive a 10% fast start bonus. Then you're going to find a second person, and you're also going to make a fast start bonus on them. There again, it's 10%. Now, one of the exciting dynamics, or mechanics probably is a better way to call it, is that with the dual team compensation plan, you actually generate income beyond just your fast start bonus. Because with Dubli, every time you have a cell on the left, and every time you have a cell on the right, because again, it's 2 teams, you're going to generate what we call a power cycle bonus. Now that power cycle bonus is going to be a minimum of 10%, which is typically what you see in the industry, but we're going to show you how you can take that all the way up to 20%, which is why there's so many excited people, because no one has seen a company pay out this kind of money. But again, we are an e-commerce company, we're a virtual company, internet technology-based company, not a product company. We're not selling hard, tangible products. And so therefore, we don't have those product costs like these other companies do, and all the costs associated with warehousing, distribution, transportation, and employees and insurance and things like that. So other companies couldn't pay as much as we can afford to pay, even if they wanted to. But more importantly, this is a 21st century business model, And we have designed a compensation plan for this business model. In fact, many very smart people came together, worked with me, and we came up with this compensation plan based upon looking at the results that we wanted to generate with this 21st century business model, this e-commerce business model. And from the results, we were able to determine what are the behaviors and the actions required in order to create those results. Then it was very easy to really design the compensation plan, because a compensation plan's design will create specific actions and specific behaviors that will create the end results. And so this has kind of been reverse engineered, and we have a very innovative, very powerful, the most lucrative compensation plan out there in the industry. And it's very fair and equitable, because let me ask you a question. If you looked at other compensation plans, would you rather get paid on just a finite number of levels or on unlimited levels? It's an easy question to answer. I know you said unlimited levels. The good news is with our comp plan, you can get paid on unlimited levels, unlimited volume, until you've maxed out the dual team, which can earn you $1.3 million a year just from this one aspect of the compensation plan. But I'm going to go into what we call the G2 side of the business, because what we've trademarked here is called D2G2, or D squared G squared. The D stands for dual, meaning that you have one person on your left and you have one person on your right. That's what we call getting qualified. When you got started in the business, you chose either the first package we talked about or the second package we talked about, which everyone's going to decide how they're going to get started. By purchasing that, that creates an active position for you, now qualified to earn money. But in order to qualify on the D2 side of the business, you must sponsor a minimum of 2 people. And as I said, that will create a cycle power bonus of 10 to 20%. So with this, let's assume that someone got started for the $4.95. On both sides, both people started for $4.95. It only takes $400 to actually create your first cycle bonus. So what is 10% of $400? That is $40. So 10% of $4.95 is $49.50. 10% of $4.95 over here is $49.50. Another 10% of $400 is $40. So you've made roughly $140 immediately just by introducing 2 people to the business opportunity. Now I'm going to show you now how to make even more money with the Dubli D2 side of our compensation plan. Now, of course, if someone started off at $24.75, that would actually create 6 cycles. So if you brought someone in for $24.75 on your left and on your right, that would be 6 cycles. 6 times 40 would be $240. And of course, 10% of $24.75 would be $247.50. And obviously, that's a lot of money to make immediately from your business. $247.50 on both sides, assuming they started for the PPA program. Now, here's where it really starts to get exciting. If you want to make a lot of money with the D2 or the dual squared side of our compensation plan, you see, if you sponsor 2 people on your left, because once you sponsored this person, your third person has to go under your first person. Now, if this were you, would you be excited if someone showed up in your business and you got paid on that person month after month after month, and you got obviously paid on the business that they generate month after month after month? Well, that's one of the reasons people love the dual team or binary compensation plan, because if someone introduced you to the business and they're a big recruiter, they're going to have to place some of the people they're bringing into the business under you, the way that you've just done under your first 2 people. But when you sponsor 2 people left and 2 people right, and they've gotten qualified, that means they've sponsored 2 people themselves. And I'll just put down here their second person. And over here, I'll put their second person. So they've sponsored one here. They've sponsored one here. They've now got 2. They're qualified. Over here, this person has sponsored 1 and sponsored a second person here. one on the left, and one on the right. Now this person is qualified. If these people that you also introduce this business to sponsor one on their right and one on their left, then this person is qualified. And if this person does the same thing, they sponsor one here, they sponsor one here. Now you have two people that are qualified, meaning they've each sponsored two people, one on their left, one on their right. You've got one person on the left, two people on the left. Over here you have one person and your second person on the right. When that happens and you have two qualified business associates on your left and two qualified business associates on your right, you go from 10% now to 15% on the power cycle bonuses. I like to use acronyms. Remember, FSB is Fast Start Bonus, Power Cycle Bonus, PCB. I know you all are thinking you'd much rather make 15% than 10%. We all would. But even better than 15% is 20%. Now, if you're going to make 20%, it works basically the same way. You just have to sponsor one more person on your left, one more person on your right, and they have to sponsor two people, one on their left, one on their right, one on their left, one on their right. Would have been nice if we'd had different color, pins, but now this is your first person, this is your second person, this is your third person, this is your fourth person, this would be your fifth person, this would be your sixth person, and all of these people that you've introduced this business to have gone out and introduced the business to at least two people. Placed one on their left, one on their right. They're now qualified. And when you have three on your left qualified, three on your right qualified, you now are at 20%. Now, of course, all of these people got started with either purchasing the first package that we talked about or the second package, the PPA package. All of this is volume that everyone's getting paid on because we get paid on unlimited depth, unlimited volume until we've maxed out the comp plan. Again, you can't max out the D2 side of this comp plan until you're earning over $1.3 million a year. So it's a very exciting comp plan. It's a way for people to make big money very, very fast. Now, let's talk about another aspect of this comp plan that's got everybody excited. Everybody's talking about this. And that's the G2 side of our business. The G2 side of our business works like this. Everybody that you enroll, you sponsor one, you sponsor two, you sponsor three, you sponsor four, you sponsor five. Now in this illustration, if you've personally enrolled someone, they're viewed as being frontline to you. Even though some of these people could be way down here in your dual team or way down over here on the other side of your dual team. But for the purposes of the first additional level of compensation, which is matching checks, I mean, this is where the big money is made in this industry, is getting matching checks on the people that are building a business with you. Now, with the G2 side of the business, you can earn from 10 to 20% match on the dual team income of everyone you enroll, whether you enroll 5 people, 55 people, 155 people, 1,055 people. There's no limit to how many people you can introduce this business to, and you can earn up to a 20% match. Now, if they're earning $1.3 million because they've maxed out the comp plan, wouldn't we all like to get a 20% match on that? However, this aspect of the comp plan works the same way as the D2 side that we just went over. You see, in this type of compensation structure, you're going to get paid 10% match if you just enroll 2 people into your business. Now, you actually get, and this is a big, significant point I want to make, because sometimes people only sponsor one person that really builds a huge business. Unfortunately, when you look at the compensation plans that are out there in the industry today, if they don't build structure in their business, they never really get paid a lot of money. And that's why a lot of people quit. Well, we don't want people to quit. We want people to make money for everything they contribute. So even if you only found one superstar your first year, you can earn 10% match on all the money that person makes. That gives you time to put money in your bank account, a lot of money in your bank account, and look for your second superstar. And so let's say you have a second superstar over here in your business, and you want to go from earning 10% to earning 15%. Once again, you need 2 on your left, and you need 2 on your right, and these people must also sponsor their 2 people. So again, we're going to put 1 here, that's 1. They also need to sponsor 1 here at the bottom of this. I'm going to erase this so it doesn't get confusing. So now they sponsored 2 people, they're qualified. So I'll put a Q in here. This person sponsored 1 left, they sponsor 1 right. Now they too are qualified. Now with having 2 people left and right that are qualified, you're going to go to 15%. But at this point, only 2 people are qualified, and you need 2 people on each side that are qualified. So that means this person, the third person that you introduce the business to, needs to sponsor 1 on one side and 1 on the other side. Then they become qualified as well. This person needs to sponsor 2 people. Anywhere he wants to put 1 on the left, 1 on the right is okay. Now this person's qualified. Now you have 2 qualified business associates on your right, and you have 2 qualified business associates on your left. Now you just got a pay raise to 15%, matching checks on all of your personal enrollments. 15% now instead of 10%. Now, of course, 20% is better. So let me show you how to go from 15 to 20%. Exactly the same as we were talking before when we were going through the D2 side of our business. You would need to sponsor an additional third person on your left, and we'll put them here, and an additional person on your right, we'll put them here. This person needs to sponsor 1 on their left, 1 on their right, 1 on their left, 1 on their right. Now you have 3 people that are qualified on your left, 3 people that are qualified on your right. Now you're getting a 20% match. Now it gets even better. It gets even more exciting because everyone loves to make more money. And I'm going to show you how with G2 you're going to make the most money in matching other people's checks or other people's income that you have with this company. Now, if you build to the position or the rank of team leader in Dubli, and I'm going to explain to you how you become a team leader. If you start off as a team member, meaning you've spent the 45 and the 99, you are a team member. I'll just put TM for team member. If you want to become a team leader and pick up an additional generation on top of what we just talked about here, which is the matching checks up to 20% on all your personal enrollments, if you want to pick up an additional generation from a team member, you need to introduce 3 people to the business. Now, of course, with the binary, you'd have to put your third person either on your right side or on your left side. But once you've sponsored 3 people personally, that promotes you to the rank of team leader. And when you become a team leader, you pick up a generation of 10% matching checks on all your generations. Now, let me show you the dynamics of what this really means and why it's so much more powerful than levels. Let's say you become a team leader. But this is a team manager. This is a team manager. This is a team manager. And all of these people are team managers. No matter how many you have, they're all considered a part of your generation, your first generation. So you're going to get a matching check on this person, 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 until someone reaches the rank of team leader, and that's where the generation stops, is under that person. So you'd get a match on that team leader because that's your first generation, but everything else in between, including over here. Now, if you've sponsored 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people, obviously on all of those legs, you could be getting an infinity matching check down till the first team leader in each of those organizations. Very powerful to get paid so many generational checks, matching checks. Now, of course, even better than team leader, if you build to team coordinator. To become a team coordinator, to reach the rank of team coordinator, you would need to have 3 personally enrolled people reach the rank of team leader. If you have 3 people that you've personally introduced to Dubli reach the rank of team leader, you now advance to team coordinator, and now you pick up 2 generations of team coordinators. So again, in this illustration, if this is you and you're building your dual team, you get paid a matching check on all of these people, infinite levels, until you find someone that is a team coordinator. But again, that's just your first generation. You're going to continue now to pick up 2 generations down to and including the second team coordinator. The same is true over here. Now again, some of these people may be personally enrolled people. And so on all your personally enrolled people, you're getting a match on them of up to 20%, which we just went over. But you can also get paid 2 generations down to and including your second team coordinator in those legs. Now, can it get any better? Well, yes, it can. And this is the really exciting part, because if you reach the rank of sales director, again, this can be reached really just by focusing on developing 3 significant people in your business. Now, in order to become a sales director, what you need to do is identify 3 people, work with those people, and when they reach the rank of team coordinator and they're personally enrolled by you, 3 frontline team coordinators, even though the 3rd person could be over here, but you personally enrolled 3 people that become team coordinators, you become a sales director. As a sales director, you now pick up 3 generations of sales directors. You get 10% on the first generation, 10% on the second generation, and 5% on the 3rd generation. And as if it couldn't get any better, how would you like to pick up, in addition to the personal enrollment matching checks up to 20%, an additional 4 generations if you build to vice president or you build to senior vice president? Both vice presidents and senior vice presidents get paid through 4 generations of sales directors. 10, 10, 5, and 5. 4 generations. Now, in order to become a vice president, here's what's required. You need to have introduced at least 5 people into the business. Now, in order to become a vice president, you need to produce 5 sales directors. However, to get to vice president actually gets easier because now they don't have to be frontline. Some of your leaders may be 2nd level, 3rd level, 5th level, 10th level. They could be 100 levels deep in your business. But as long as you have 5 sales directors somewhere in each of 5 sales organizations, again, these do not have to be frontline to you. You don't have to personally enroll people that reach sales director. They could be anywhere in your business. But when you have 5 sales directors, you're no longer a sales director, you're a vice president. And again, you're picking up at vice president and senior vice president 4 generations. Now, there's one more aspect here that we need to talk about, because we're in the business of introducing real people to the world's largest and best online cashback platform that showcases all of the world's biggest, best, and most popular brands for everything that's e-connected. So wouldn't it be nice if all of the global sales from Dubli, which we are global, if the company was to put aside 3% of all those global sales in a customer acquisition bonus pool? I'll just put ABP, acquisition bonus pool. how would you like to get your piece of this 3%? You can do it very easily. For every 3 VIP customers that pay the $99 a year to become a VIP customer to earn the highest and best cash back in the world, we actually add an extra 6% on top of what they were receiving as free customers. But as VIP, they get an additional 6% on top of what they received as free, as well as a lot of other benefits, and we'll get into that on another video. But for every 3 VIP customers, that generates for you 1 share in the bonus pool. Very exciting. A lot of people are going to make a lot of money gathering customers. Also, for a limited time, the company is running a special promotion, and we have a huge budget in the neighborhood of $100 million that the company is going to start spending to do global marketing and advertising and branding for Dubli to introduce everyone to the incredible value that they can receive by being a Dubli member. That's going to bring in a lot of customers. And so based upon your share of this money in this pool, the company is going to match what you're making and put into the branding and marketing campaigns that are driving customers, and that means you get your pro rata share of all these customers that are being generated by the company. So the more customers you bring in, the more customers Dubli's going to give you, because they're going to be matching what you're earning from this customer bonus pool. Now, there's one last thing we want to cover, and of course, people can't believe this one. Well, actually, most people can't believe anything we've talked about already, because this is so powerful, so lucrative, but we made it even better. You see, if you get started as a business associate, as a TM or team member, then you're going to be spending $495 for the $599 VIP one-year memberships, plus you're spending that one-time global licensing fee of $99. Now, when you start building your business, Dubli is going to give you $4,000 of free volume, a gift, because they're going to put this volume in what we refer to in a dual team as your team leg or community leg. Now, is it on the left side or on the right side? It really depends, because if your sponsor is up here, then the team or community leg would be on his left side. So on your left side, the company is going to give you $4,000 worth of free volume. Now, of course, the first person you bring in needs to go in this community team leg, but then you're free to start developing and building, creating traction in your business to create another team community leg for all of these people who are also receiving $4,000 worth of free volume. So they're going to be going out there concentrating on what we call the money leg, because you need to have volume on both sides to create those power cycle bonuses. Now, if you'd like to have more than 4,000 in volume, you can have more than 4,000 in volume. Because what Dubli is also doing is giving $20,000 worth of free volume if you start with the PPA program or package. Remember, PPA stands for Partner Program Accelerator Package. So if you decide to start with that, which again is $2,475, the company is going to give you $20,000 worth of volume in your team community leg. The same thing happens. Now, only one person gets paid on the free volume. It's the person that receives it. Also, it's important for me to stress that you have 30 days to use this volume. 30 days. If you haven't used it up in 30 days, it's going to go away. So that will spur people to take action, because if you have $20,000 worth of volume, that's equal to 50 cycles. So if you bring 50 people, or you and your team bring 50 people in your first month, you've used up every single penny of this $20,000. It also gives you 30 days to make sure that you're qualified to earn the full 20% on the D2 side of the business, as well as the G2 side of the business, meaning your personal enrollments. Everyone wants to make 20%. Remember, you need to enroll 3 people and help them get qualified, meaning they bring in 2 themselves on your left and on your right side to be qualified for the 20%. But focus here on your money leg first. But before the end of that 30 days, once you've used up all the free gift volume to maximize the highest earning potential possible with this compensation plan, to go on making the highest possible percentage, which is 20%, you need to have 3 on the left and 3 on the right. I'm sure by now you are very excited about what you've been hearing, and I hope I haven't confused anyone. If you need to hear it again, just replay the video, watch it as many times as you need to. The most important thing I'm going to leave you with is this, though. We will teach, train, and support each and every one of you, and you will understand this comp plan so that you can stand up here where I'm standing and present all of this in the not-too-distant future. Don't worry about it today. The thing to worry about today is getting started and sharing what you've heard with other people, because the compensation plan will take care of itself. And you're earning while you learn, because we will help you to learn all of the mechanics and the dynamics of such an incredible business opportunity that we have here with Dubli. Thank you all for joining us today.